All right. As I mentioned earlier, Saturday, March 28th. So I'm going to cook a spatchcock chicken. And if you've never done a spatchcock chicken, or also known as a butterfly chicken, technically a spatchcock chicken, basically cutting the backbone out, flattening it, and cooking it on high heat in the oven. It cooks really fast, really evenly, and it's, I think, the best way to cook a whole chicken for sure. Certainly the best results I've ever had. You can do it either in the oven or you can do it outside on the grill. It's miserable outside today, so I'm going to do it in the oven. Add some heat to the building. So, all right, I'll swing the camera around and I'll show you how we prepare the chicken. Okay, well, let's give this a try. My first attempt at anything to do with a cooking video. Anyway, so start with our chicken. Just a small whole chicken. Yes, Sharon, my hands are washed. Okay, let's just set this guy down here. So this is a pretty small chicken. It's not going to take long to cook. One of the problems I'm going to have is that I do not have... Oh, I see my shadows in the way there. I don't know if I stand off to the side a bit. One of the things I don't have is a good instant read oven thermometer right now, which is too bad. I have a good one at home, but I don't have one down here, so we're going to... I think it's pretty important when you're doing these, but we're just going to have to wing it. Alright, so small chicken. Lay it breast side down. Get some poultry shears. What kind of works the best? But I've got scissors. So we just got to cut up the side of the backbone. Boy, it's going to be tough with these scissors. There we go. That's not too bad. Just cut up both sides. Try not to cut your fingers off. And there we go. Cut the backbone out. Throw it in the pot. We'll chop that up and use it for making gravy. So, lay this out. And you're just going to squash it. There you go, just like that. You flatten it out. Like that. Okay. I'm going to give it a quick... It's interesting if you read... they suggest now that you don't wash off chicken, turkey, stuff like that, because there's really nothing that it is that you're washing off. But what you do is contaminate your sink and stuff. And of course, you don't want your raw poultry juice everywhere. I've got a clear protective mat down here, and I'll also be disinfecting this counter with a little bit of bleach when I'm done, just to be sure, because that's the worst thing. There we go. Nice. So, next thing I'm going to do is just, I'm going to wash my hands quickly. Pour a little bit of olive oil on the bird. You don't need a lot. That's good. Then massage it in. Just so you got everything coated, all the wing tips and the legs and everything else, under the arms, under the legs. 20 seconds, just like cleaning your hands for coronavirus. How's that? Okay. So that's good. We've got, oops, paper towel there. We've got it coated. I'm going to throw him now on this. So I've got a foil covered pan with a rack in it just to keep him off the bottom so he gets nice and browned all over the place. So I keep forgetting about my shadow. You can tuck the tips of the wings, just tuck under the front here so they don't get burned. So just like that. That's good. And then just quickly wash my hands again. So we're just going to pick, you can just use garlic, salt and pepper. It's pretty normal. We'll grind a little salt and pepper on there. That's good. Now we'll put a little salt on. And then I've got this stuff I found called Montana Bounty Foods Deep Pit Seasoning. I don't know. We're just going to try a little bit on here just because. I don't know what's in it. We'll try it. Experiment. Do whatever you want with it. Okay. That's pretty good. Maybe just a little bit of garlic too, because heck, nothing's bad with garlic on it, right? And there you go. I mean, that's pretty easy. So that's how you prepare it. Now, if you're gonna do typically if I'm doing a turkey, I love doing turkeys this way too, rather than the traditional stuffed way. I will layer underneath the chicken. I'll throw a bunch of carrots and onions and maybe celery under there, and that helps absorb some of the juices because we cook this hot. We're going to cook this at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Sorry, I don't know what that is in Celsius. 450 Fahrenheit, and we're going to cook it till the internal temperature is 160, 165. So it's not going to take long. It's probably only going to take 45 minutes, maybe, if that. Probably not even. This is a pretty small chicken. So, but it'll get pretty hot. With a turkey, when you're doing it longer, it gets more chance for the oils to get superheated and it can start burning. So if you put a bunch of vegetables underneath, sort of sacrificial vegetables, they'll absorb some of the oil and keep it from burning. I will probably put, on this one, I'll probably put a little chicken broth or just some water in the bottom of the pan. And that will just keep it from burning it all. So I think now that I say that, I'm going to throw in a cup or two of chicken bouillon or chicken stock. And then we'll put it in the oven. And I'll show you when we're done. Okay, we're just gonna try to see what we can do for our homemade gravy here using the backbone I cut out. Now, I looked through our spice cupboard. We're kind of definitely short of good poultry type seasonings, but it is what it is. We'll make do. Again, birthday dinner for my 60th birthday. Nothing but gourmet. All right, so we heat up a little bit of oil in there. Give it a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to brown the chicken neck or back parts for a few minutes. I'll throw in some onions. Normally, if I'm doing it at home, I'll throw in some carrots and some celery. Oh, you know what? I got onions now. I was going to say I got shallots, but I don't think it's going to matter. And then throw in some thyme, some fresh thyme, rosemary, something like that. The idea is get this all a nice stock, and then we strain it through something, get all that nice juice out. We put a bunch of chicken stock in, and then we'll thicken it up afterwards to make a good gravy. It's going to be a little less than spectacular today, just because we're kind of short a few things, but whatever. We'll make it work. You make do with what you got. Get that going. Get it nicely browned. That'll take a minute. Okay, now that we've been browning the chicken neck for a bit, we'll throw in the onions. It's a lot of onion. Oh well. Now we'll just let that cook a bit, shaking it up every now and then, and that'll till the onions just start to get a little bit browned up, get some flavor to them. Like I said, I wish I had some more vegetables to throw in there, but I think our vegetable stock's getting pretty low. I'll maybe do a quick look through the fridge. Let's see. Okay, we've got the onions and the meat all browned up there. That's good. So now we're just gonna throw in some chicken stock. I got some pre-made, and then this is some stuff I made the other day. So we'll throw it all in, because the more you have, the more gravy you have. So you can never have enough gravy. So after a little bit of, let me turn that back up a bit. Want to bring that to a boil for a little bit. All I found some sage. Well, sage and poultry goes pretty good. So I'll throw a little bit of sage in. I'm gonna need more than that. Oh, probably. Yeah, something like that. You know how it goes. Oops. I made a mess. I got a little bit of ground nutmeg. So we'll try a little bit of nutmeg. I don't know, not too much. Well, okay. We'll try a bit of ground nutmeg. Again, with the salt and pepper. Probably not a lot of salt, but lots of pepper. I like a peppery gravy myself. And then a bit of salt. Don't need too much salt. And once again, I'm going to do a little bit of garlic powder. That'll work. And then we'll just bring that to a boil. Bring that to a boil and let it boil for, oh, I don't know, 10 minutes. I kind of simmer. Bring it to a boil, then reduce it to a simmer. Let it simmer for a while, soften everything up. Probably reduce a bit. So I'll let it simmer for half an hour or so. And then we'll end up straining it through a colander and going from there. All right, let's let that just simmer for a while. All right, so our gravy base has been simmering for half an hour or something, probably like that. So we'll turn it off. Looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see that. It's looking nice, dark looking gravy. Not always the case. All right, now we'll just take and run this through a strainer. Get most of that out of there. Okay. This back over here. Get that going again. So then, come on. Did you light? You did light. All right. And get that boiling. The other thing I have here is I've just mixed up a little bit of cornstarch and water, just to thicken it up a bit. Now normally I would maybe even let this boil and reduce a bit more. There's not really any fat on it, so to speak, of to skim off, so that's not too bad. I think what I'll do though is I'll just go ahead and let's get that up to a boil. I'll add the cornstarch to thicken it. Then that'll be ready. So our chicken's ready, that's ready. We've got roast potatoes and cauliflower in the oven. They're just finishing up. Well, they're not far off. And other than that, a little canned corn and we're good to go. So let's just add this. Come on. You can go ahead and boil there any second now. Oops, wrong with it. Had to turn it off for a bit earlier, so. It's getting there, it's starting to boil. So basically just slowly stir that in. Person could do it with a whisk. So just bring that to a boil. And then turn it down to a simmer and it will thicken right up and we should be good. I'll show you the final product. But that should be about it for the spatchcock chicken and gravy. Alright, in a bit. Okay, so there it is. There's our bird fresh out of the oven. It took, I think, about 45 minutes. I just cooked it. I checked the temperature and it was at about 165. It's ahead of my vegetables, so I'll foil it up now and let it sit for a bit, and then it should be good. So see you in a bit. Alright, some roasted potatoes as well. I think we're just about ready here. Everything looks good. These were just tossed in some olive oil, garlic powder, salt and pepper, and a little bit of a little spice called Mrs. Dash. And they are ready to eat. I carved the chicken up, although I'm not a very good chicken carver. But anyway, it's very juicy, the white as well, which is one of the bonuses of doing spatchcock chicken. So that all turned out good. Gravy turned out. Oh, let's just take a look. See how the gravy thickened up here. Yowza, that was hot. Gravy's, it's getting there. Just about thick enough. So we're good. Let's just see here. Well, there you go. Birthday chicken and potatoes and broccoli. Gravy's a little thinner than I like, so I ran out.
I'm sorry.
Gravy's a little thinner than I like, but I ran out of time. We gotta play some Yahtzee on FaceTime tonight. We have a date. So anyway, everybody, talk to you later. There we go. Cheers. Happy self-isolation. Happy birthday to me. And I've loaded up the dishwasher. Yeah, okay. We're good to go. Everybody stay safe. Hey guys. Just wanted to do a follow-up to that video after I edited it and watched it. I did find a thermometer. It wasn't an instant read, but it was a direct, just a manual thermometer, so that worked. At one point I kept referring to cauliflower as broccoli, but whatever. I'm pretty sure you knew what I was talking about. Hope you enjoyed that. It worked out good. It was very tasty. I just also wanted to mention, I keep forgetting to mention on all these videos, that if you like the video, click the like button. Hit subscribe, so you'll be subscribed to my channel, and click the bell for notifications, and that way when I post a new video, you won't have to come looking for it. You'll get a message that I've posted a new one. Also do a shout out to some good friends today, and that is Jackson, Harrison, Hope, and Mason. Hope you guys are having fun stuck at home. Anyway, everybody have a good day. Stay safe, stay isolated. Thanks.